Hello and welcome back to a brand new Player 2 Plays. My name is Paul James and today I'm joined by Matt Hewson. Another
Howdy.
voice that you regularly hear on Player 2 Plays. It's rare that we do these things together.
Yes, it is, but it's always good when we do.
Yeah, and we're, in case people haven't gathered, we're bouncing around here in the Marvel Avengers beta at the moment. This is a little media period here, but the game, the beta, will be available to everyone really soon. We've both been messing around with it for the last, day or so? Roughly?
Yeah, about that. About 2 days.
As of when we recorded this, how are you finding it so far?
Interested, actually. It's kind of not what I thought it would be. It's very similar in structure to Warframe, if you've ever played that, especially these sort of missions. They're kind of set mission types with, a 20-minute sort of time frame that you can jump in with friends really easily. So that sort of stuff is very similar to Warframe, but then there's the really cool story missions, which I quite liked and was getting quite involved in, actually, the story. So it'll be interesting to see how it manages this kind of multiplayer, open world kind of, game as a service almost, and then with the story mode itself. Yeah,
I mean, they've kind of given us... So there's obviously the Prologue, which everyone knows really, really well at this point, and you and I both know pretty well. This is your... Did you play it at PAX last year?
Yeah.
We've done it a few times. But then there's this second mission, which they talk about in the most recent War Table, where it's Kamala and Hulk, and you take on Abomination, was it? The big green...
Yeah, Abomination,
essentially Killer Croc from Batman.
He was a gamma experiment along the lines of Hulk, so yeah.
So you kind of get through all those, and then you get into these the War Table missions here, which are these very diverse. Well, actually, I'd say probably the ones I've messed around with so far have been somewhat repetitive. They've not been too differentiated, but I haven't tried them all yet.
No, they haven't. I've tried most of them, and they're kind of similar. There's certainly stuff people have seen before, just with an Avengers coat of paint,
But that's it. I don't mind that. Like, they play well, it's fun.
Neither do I.
Getting to mess around with the harm rooms is cool, which is something people will unlock once they're done with the main story missions.
So I'm playing as Iron Man at the moment, and you're playing as Kamala?
Yep. And Black Widow clearly kicked something in there that's turned us invisible.
Yes. So they bring AI companions with you if you don't have a full strike team. So,
which the best I've been able to manage after a few attempts last night was actually getting myself and one other person, or in the case of today, you and me. I haven't been able to get anything more than that yet, so I don't know if maybe it's just locked to 2 for the sake of the beta.
It could be just because there's not many people on with the media, preview area. It'll be interesting once the open beta comes and we can possibly try it again, but...
Which by the time you, the viewer, are watching this, the beta's going to be live in a matter of days. And obviously it depends on your platform as well, because there's, people on PlayStation and people on Xbox, and clearly some business deals have meant that PlayStation fans get earlier access. I think we've just finished this. Is there another one of those left? Nah, done.
Nah, done. So it's a quick mission.
Yeah, they're nice and bite-sized. Cool. I just went up a level. I don't know about you, but
I should do. I'm only level 1 or something with the level 2 with Iron Man. So.
You liking the differences between the different characters?
They do play significantly different. To warrant having the extra characters. They're not just reskins. So, obviously Black Widow's easier to hurt, but she also has a lot of evasive and kind of stunning moves. Iron Man's kind of he can fly for starters, so that changes things up, and he's a bit more of a ranged character. Kamala seems to sit in between Iron Man and Hulk, in that she's got quite a reach, but she does quite a bit of damage as well. And then Hulk's what you would expect, just all out smash-a-thon.
I'm a big fan of playing as Hulk. Just plowing through people. Yeah. But all of them are still super mobile. Like, did you watch that latest War Table one?
No, I didn't end up watching it, but I've played all of them so far, and they've all been fun to play. And I'm kind of actually looking forward to getting the other characters and seeing what they're like. So
I'm just jumping in and picking a different mission for us now. But no, the latest the war table they spoke about, they really emphasised the mobility of the different characters. Because obviously, like, you've got the likes of Iron Man and stuff that it's very clear how they get around and how they can cover large distances so quickly. But then talking about how, like, Black Widow and Kamala, they've both got these variations based on their abilities, but both got the ability to kind of swing across large things and grapple from place to place to drag themselves across. Hulk has these giant leaps and all those. So they all they've been able to create a way to make sure that they can all traverse the environment really quickly without someone being left behind.
Yeah, it works really well, actually. So, and it all very thematically appropriate to the character you're using. So, obviously, Thor and Iron Man will be flight, so nothing much holds them back. But the others, especially Kamala, was a lot of fun to be swinging around. And
I love Kamala.
There's one of the story missions where there's this kind of two platforms on either side of a big gap.
Yep.
And that was a lot of fun, swinging between the gap and kicking baddies on one side, then swing over to the other straight into another combo. It all works rather well.
I might pick someone else just to do something a bit different for this one. We'll go Hulk. Have you put any effort into Black Widow at all?
I've played one mission.
So I haven't even got that far yet.
So she's still level 1. So that's alright, I'll be Black Widow, I don't mind.
I was hoping that you might have been further along than I was and that we'd be right to go, but apparently not.
We can go, it's fine.
Oh, well, I mean, you can see in the top left corner for viewers here that that little +2 up the top there suggests that we're a couple power points higher than the minimum recommended.
Yeah.
So we should be okay. Oh, and they've brought and that just jumped to 7 because they've taken my Kamala with us.
Yeah.
Also, my Iron Man, that's a power level of 0 too, but Kamala makes a difference.
Yeah.
But you're right, I think they really bounce off each other pretty well, and I think that makes a lot of difference.
It's going to be very interesting to see how the story progresses and how it will encourage you to use different heroes and keep them all kind of leveled instead of just concentrating on a favourite.
Yeah.
Which I think was their plan, so...
Well, I mean, you can still get away with it, though, only focusing on one, because at the end of the day... I missed. They're still allowing, like, when it comes to multiplayer, everyone's got to be a different character, so if you can kind of rig it the right way, then you can still just constantly play as your favourite and not have to worry. Yeah,
but it's going to be limiting your options, I would suggest.
I would have thought so too.
Yeah. Also, the cool finishing moves. I love them, actually, where you get to an enemy to a certain point and you can finish them off with
when the
kind of flourish.
The triangle and circle prompt both appear.
Yeah. And you get a health boost and a cool little finishing move.
I've probably not used that as much as I could have or should have so far, actually.
Yeah, it's especially helpful with Hulk because he takes a lot of damage, obviously.
Yeah.
But as long as you're dishing it out, you're fine.
Yeah, so there is that juggling act depending on your playstyle and depending on the character that you're playing as, which is cool. But it'll be interesting, not only your point from a moment ago, but also because they're going to be adding characters down the line, and Hawkeye is the first of those. He'll be coming out sometime after launch, presumably not too far after launch. I guess it's going to be kind of like a fighting game with DLC characters, how they're going to have to consistently balance and retool and which will definitely be really interesting and not easy, I would imagine.
No, especially when there's such a disparity in powers. Like, how does Hawkeye compare with the Hulk, you know? But you have to make him as equally playable.
Yeah.
Ooh, I do like the Black Widow's grapple moves.
Oh, yeah. The Peacekeepers I hate. Zipping and flying all over the joint.
Oh, missed that.
Good, I just managed to use one of those Hulk finishes So.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like the game's... I mean, admittedly, it's only a beta, and the final product. There's a lot of things that could potentially go wrong with a game like this. But do you feel like they're in a pretty decent position to be able to be successful, given the Destinies and Divisions of the world?
I think as long as what will separate this from Destiny and Division and that is the strong story.
Yep.
If they can get that story right and give us a good rollicking Marvel adventure, that'll stand them in really good stead, because a lot of people will buy it just for that. Whereas no one's buying Destiny, no one's buying Division for the story.
Yeah.
So you're kind of
and no one's buying
a
Anthem,
certain
full
crowd.
Stop.
Yeah, well that's true too. Well, they did. They bought it for $2 on sale at JB. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's where this will gain a crowd, because it'll get a lot of people in that are here for Marvel, and then they hang around for all the multiplayer and different strikes and things like that. Whereas Destiny and Division, that's getting that crowd straight away and no one else. So I think it's a broader appeal. So as long as they get it into a shape that can be, I guess, entertaining for single players and keep enough variety in their multiplayer, they'll be in a good spot.
Yeah, no, I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah.
What can we do now? I mean, that's one of the things that they've emphasised with the war table, as I'm just trying to pick a mission for us.
Have you done Code Green yet?
Code Green. Which one's Code Green?
Yeah. It's in the Pacific.
Condition
That's a good
Green?
one to do. Condition Green, that's it.
Yeah, okay. Let's pick that now then.
Yep.
There's one there in the very middle that I'm looking at, to tame a Titan, that's suggesting my power level's too low. But we'll get to that soon enough. Maybe not in this player 2 plays, but soon enough.
Yeah. Alright. Yes.
Really?
I might change, because I'll be Iron Man actually for this one.
Yeah, and if we're dealing with seemingly tougher mission, it'll still boot us to the lobby. I think. There we go.
Yep. There we go.
I might change to Kamala and go with someone that's a bit tougher.
No, someone has to be Hulk.
Oh,
I can be Hulk
I'll play
if you want.
Oh, if you've got a good Hulk, then yeah, go with Hulk.
Oh, I've got a reasonable Hulk, so I'll go Hulk then. Easy.
Well, those two are the most powerful ones, because we're forced to play as them through the couple single player missions.
The story mission, yeah. There we go.
Hit launch.
Done. This is a bigger mission.
Oh, okay, cool. Because that was one of the things that was emphasised, and I'm glad you actually raised this. Then one of the things they mentioned during the recent War Table episode was the fact that you get some missions that'll be 5, 10, 15 minutes, and then others that could be 2 hours. So
yeah, this isn't 2 hours. This is a good size one though, with a couple of objectives and things. So,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I like that. Yeah, they're forcing you to make sure there's a Hulk in the team. That's cool.
Yeah, because it's his kind of side story.
Yep.
Hey, big guy. If Monica's there, just do the job, okay? Listen to Jarvis and Kamala if they tell you to rein it in. And, thank you. You're stopping what I can.
Alright.
The gamma readings are coming from an underground facility not far from your current location.
Apparently I've got some higher power gear that I haven't equipped, but I'll take a quick squiz. There we go.
I've got unspent skill points.
Yeah, I just got the same prompt as well. Probably from that successful last mission that we did.
Yep.
Locate the high value target. Wait, are you spending those at the moment? Oh,
yeah, I've just done it. It's alright. Yep. I'm just destroying the drones in the air.
Good, because I couldn't actually reach that even with Kamala's arms.
Yeah.
That one I could get. Yeah, these guys have got a bit more grunt.
Yeah.
Won't be able to be quite as reckless as we were before.
No. There's a real big baddie in this one too that takes some serious damage, so...
Oh, good. Because that's probably the one thing that I found from the missions that I've done so far, is that there hasn't been that.
Yeah, Abomination was pretty easy to take care of, so...
It's the drones that are the pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Mobile
Especially
pricks.
if you don't have a flyer. It's alright with Iron Man because his unibeams target automatically, so...
There it is.
He's the big baddie down here.
Those guards.
Oh yeah, he looks sizable.
Don't let him inside.
Oops.
PS3 era giant enemy crab from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Do we just jump down? Oh yeah, you already take him
Just,
on. Okay.
yeah. This is where I got some mad frame rate issues too.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just remembered.
Making fairly short work of him at the moment. Is there a catch?
Yeah. No. Actually, it took me a lot longer by myself. It took me way longer by myself. Maybe it leveled down because I don't know.
Yeah, maybe some scaling stuff. Maybe also some scaling stuff they still potentially need to work on.
Yeah, possibly. Oops.
In terms of how things scale when you've got some matchmaking going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that was way easier than the last time I played it.
I just walked through. Damn, what's she call herself when she becomes giant?
Holdings were diminutive.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I've forgotten the name.
It is possible he was enhanced here, however.
And just plowed through it. Also managed to get that that triangle and circle prompt as well.
Try to make more hulks?
Yes.
It is possible, though the conditions that transform Dr. Banner are rather difficult to replicate in the average laboratory setting. This is the server floor for AIM's Gamma Research Program.
You got that right.
Let's go.
Inside. Don't let them get to the servers. Look for a chest containing special resources nearby.
I do like that Jarvis points out when there's a chest nearby.
Yeah,
so you're not wasting
a handy
time
little bit of
looking.
advice.
Yeah.
Because that's probably one of the other big things, obviously being a Destiny / Division like, there is plenty of loot to... Well, actually, I wouldn't say an excessive amount, but there's enough loot floating around that you want to make sure that you go and get.
Yeah, you don't miss anything.
Because it looks like it's on the other side of this door, but I don't know if...
Oh, yeah, I know how to get it.
Oh,
I
you have to go
remember
around.
vaguely.
Give you access to the Gamma
Yeah.
laboratory ahead.
You have to go around and smash the door around here.
Resistance ally is in trouble
Like this.
nearby and needs your help.
Oh, yeah, okay, there we go.
Oh, this is to help one of our guys. So in the story, you can rescue other like Inhumans, and they come and live at the Chimera with you. So
Okay, that's all right.
and help
I
you
like
out. Yeah.
Bad guys.
Disappointed it's over.
I do like the little animations too. Like with if you're Hulk and you open something, he just breaks it. And
Oh,
if,
yeah.
if you know you're Black Widow, she does the hack thing, and yeah.
Horses for courses and all that.
Security.
Yeah.
I'm getting alerts across the board.
I'll handle it, Doctor. All units, stop them. It appears Dr. Rappaccini is aware of your presence.
I do like picking up baddies as Hulk and then using them as a weapon.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's cool in any game like that.
Yeah.
There we go, there's one of our servers done.
Yeah.
Doing
Though I must say I kind of ignored the enemies in the process and have taken a little bit of a beating.
A little bit of a beating, yeah. Hulk has lots of area effect attacks, so he's good for this sort of thing.
Oh man, this hurts.
Gotcha. Oh, level 5, good.
That server has been destroyed.
Hulk. You should have stayed in the desert.
This may shock you.
Here we go. Let's... Oh.
The least you could do is look me in the eye while you destroy my work.
Where are we?
The elevator has been unlocked. You may proceed down into the facility. Nice work.
We got some tougher enemies down here too. Oop. Downstairs.
Seems like the big guy doesn't like Monica very
I can just see you like hulking, over the top of that little stand only to just kind of smash it and it ultimately takes us where it needs to go. Probably another one of those subtle differences.
Just kick it or smash it or yeah.
Getting a little tutorial as to how to compare gear. Not necessary right now.
Wait, what?
No.
Protect the research lab. Curfew.
And even like, with our conversation about the differences in the combat, like Kamala doesn't have the ability to like vault over the top of characters like say an Iron Man, for example, but then
Iron Man does, yeah.
which is super important for shielded enemies, but with Kamala
Shield.
you've got to kind of hold triangle so that she just makes
Bashes
those hands
it, yeah.
enormous, bashes through them, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, same with the Hulk. The Hulk smashes shields and instead of just... Ooh, what did I get?
Oh, that's Iron Man.
Alright, let's go. There has been some comment about the bland character design, but I have a feeling that's intentional because they want people to customize the look of their own character. So
Yeah, there's quite a few skins already. Like they give you some,
Yeah.
and it'll be the same, I assume, for the public beta as well. They give you some credits so that you can customize your characters the way you want. Only a small amount, but so
Yep.
you can spend some in-game currency to upgrade your Kamala or Hulk or whoever. My Kamala's
Yeah.
wearing one of those outfits at the moment,
The Hulk.
whatever that outfit's meant to be.
She's such a coward.
Whew. Trying to get rid of
take
them
out
lasers
those-
first.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do feel like controlling some of their attacks can be a bit difficult at times.
It's a bit hard to, especially when there's lots of people around.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard to aim them where you want it to go, but
They can take a bit of a beating though, the Avengers.
Yes, they can. I'm getting short on health now, though. I need to crush some baddies.
Oh. Yeah, I might need to pick on someone else for a little while.
There we go. Get the smash down. That's better.
I made myself clear.
Sore loser much?
Oh, that hurt me.
Oh, and I ran straight into its
Oh,
path.
I'm down. Come and rescue me.
Where are you?
In the middle of the floor. Over near the big guy.
I couldn't get away from the big bloke either. That's right. Iron Man's here to help out.
He's helped you, he hasn't helped me.
Where are? Yeah,
Oh, there we
I've got to
go.
find you. There you are. Oh, there you are, right
Yeah.
there.
Make sure he gets this
Yep. Yeah, Black Widow came and helped me.
with every fiber of your being.
And
I think that's the end of it.
Embiggen, that was the name of that ability I was looking for before.
It's only a matter of time.
Yes.
Well, Matt, I reckon on that note, that's a good place for us to finish up.
That's a good
this one?
spot to end, where we both died. Yep. So it's standard for us.
Yeah, we finish on the predictable
Yeah.
note.
Of dying, yes, correct.
I do
exactly.
like the ranking thing at the end there, though. Like the
Yep.
1 through 5 stars for the various components of the mission. It doesn't all blow up just based on one mission or component of the mission that doesn't go well.
Keep her from creating an
Yeah, yeah.
And even then,
seems
as I
to
look at some
break
of
it
the
down pretty well.
Yeah, here's a star for completing at this pace, this pace, this pace, or this amount of time left, which is good.
Yeah.
I like that. So, any closing thoughts from you at all?
No, I am keen for the game, actually. I might actually look at getting it on PC, because it feels like a game that I'll play more on the PC.
Yeah.
But, I believe the Xbox version is confirmed to be coming with the Xbox One, Series X upgrade.
Yeah, and
for
PS4
free
and
under
PS5
smart
will be
delivery.
the same as well, except not under smart delivery.
They're
I
the
think
same as well, okay.
Yeah, I think they're doing the equivalent. Yeah.
Whatever they do.
They've clearly got themselves a little
So
partnership
it's
with
not a bad
PlayStation, so-
investment early.
Yeah.
It's not a bad investment to get it on launch, because you'll be able to carry it over onto new consoles if you do go that route, or obviously, like I said, I'll probably end up getting it on PC because it feels like a PC game to me. Just somewhere I'd play it, but I'm kind of excited for it. I think, it'll be a shake up to that Destiny mold that, it's kind of gotten a bit predictable over the last couple of years. So if they can nail that story, I think they're onto a winner.
Yeah, I think like mechanically it's clumsy in a few little areas, but nothing that's really game breaking or overly frustrating in any way, shape, or form. Like I mentioned at one point there,
No.
it's a little imprecise at some points, but that's about it. Nothing too distressing in any way, and I'm sure, the more time we spend with it, and the more we get to know the characters themselves, the more comfortable we're going to feel with what they can and can't do, and how we need to approach combat with each of them. So there's part of that I think is also just learning the ropes.
And it is a beta too, so there's a lot of things that'll be likely tweaked before launch. So
Yeah, in about
it feels
about a month
like
from
this
now.
is a beta. They've got a month to just tighten up some of those, hitboxes and things like that, and get it all ready for the the day one patch that's inevitably coming. So
Yeah, so I think like you, I'm pretty happy and pretty bullish about how this one's going to end up. Actually,
yeah, it'll all come down to the story. I think their whole success will depend on getting that story right.
big point of difference between that and the Destinies and Divisions of the world. Though to
Yes,
Ubisoft's credit,
exactly.
the Divisions one's pretty cool, but this could have more sticking value, I think, because of the beloved characters that are all here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm firmly of the mind that Captain America isn't dead, so I'm just trying to work out in my head how that's going to be the case.
Oh, yeah, he's not dead. There's no way he's dead.
They spent too much time on that character model and keep emphasising him too much in some of the promo stuff for him to be dead, so it's only a matter of time.
There's no way he's dead. Yep.
Fingers crossed for that.
And I'm interested to see which characters come down the line too.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of the things in the War Table episode is they showed off, what's his name again? Hawkeye but then they indicated 3
Hawkeye.
others with question marks. So they've got 3 others that are already in the can that they're just going to slowly reveal. So when they do
Doctor
that,
Strange
how
would be
often
cool,
they come
someone
out?
like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Different, really, very different skill set completely. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. Anyway, viewers, if you've enjoyed this Player 2 Plays, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That's patched, not so much the insider these days. More Player 2 Plays, late game review, gamer school, some unboxings, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff that you can only find on the channel. So subscribe and go and check that out. Visit the website, player2.net.au, for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast, series, patched, the Player 2 Pixel Cast, and Dev Diary. Matt, we haven't really discussed anything yet, but I'm sure you and I will probably do something in written form around this as well.
Yeah, I imagine a versus piece will be good for this.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I think
we'll
it'll
have
go
something
well.
written
So
up about this soon.
we're working it out on the fly with you live now, viewers. So enjoy. There's also the Patreon, so please go and pledge some support to that. We're working on ways that we can deliver you some really cool stuff to kind of make that subscription, that donation, worth your while. And then there's Twitter. Matt, where can you be found?
Huso81 or Player2AU.
And Paul James Games for me. That was Avengers, Marvel's Avengers. It's coming from Crystal Dynamics, and the game's out in about a month. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. And if you're planning on trying it out yourself, all it requires for you to do right now is to pre-order the game, and you'll get access to this beta. So if you're interested, maybe give it a go for yourself. And then cancel the pre-order later if you really don't like it. So, but at the same time, I think based on this, like we've both said, I pre-ordered a little while ago, and I'm pretty happy to hang on to that money. Hang on to that pre-order, I should say. So, I'm keen to see how this plays out.
I was a little unsure, but I probably will pre-order now.
Yeah, good to hear. There we go. You've won a couple of us over, Crystal. So, anyway, one to look forward to, and as always, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.
Catch you later.